And the Symbiosis group exercise and personal interview experience. So I have with me once again Divyansh, who appeared for SIOM group exercise and interview. In fact, he's also going to appear for SIIB interview later on. So he's going to share the complete experience about group exercise, what kind of scenario is given, and how's the overall experience. So yeah, please watch this video till the end and do not forget to like it. Okay, so hi Divyansh, welcome to the session and thanks for joining us.
Hi Ronak sir.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for making me to share my experience on such a platform.
I'm sure your experience would be helpful to many other aspirants, because there are so many students who are going to appear for Symbiosis group exercise and interview in the coming days. So yeah, Divyansh, can you just quickly tell us, this was SIOM, right?
Yes sir, it was a SIOM.
So
GE
can you just quickly tell viewers your background? I mean, what's your stream of graduation and any work experience or?
Yeah, I have total of 33 months of work experience, and I have worked for two companies, Verizon and Infosys.
Okay.
And my background is IT background. I'm a computer science engineer. I've done it from a lovely professional university, Punjab.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how challenging was it? Because now from IT background, computer science background, you are applying to SIOM. Right. So what kind of experience was there? Can you please start with the group exercise? I think the first one was group exercise, right?
Yeah, first one was the group exercise.
So what was that?
We were the 7 members team.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, and they gave us one scenario. It was a slide, and they gave us one scenario that you have a CCI, some company who are trying to research on the problems which are faced by the small businesses, and they can be, solved by the digital tools only. So then, in the second paragraph, it is written that instead of research for doing the research, they approached to a consulting firm. The name of the firm given was Chota to Bada firm, and we have to. Yeah, and then we have to present a report on what are the problems the small businesses face and what can be the solutions digitally we can, support them.
So what was the interface? I mean, how the students were connected to each other? It was again through Zoom?
Yeah, it was a Zoom link. Since today it was an interview, so yesterday night they gave us the link, Zoom link, to register on that, and then they gave another meeting link also, which we need to join 30 minutes prior to our interview time. And then and then they have given some virtual breakout rooms. So many students. So we were like 7 students in the panel. It went about the GE PI numbers which the people must be getting in the GE PI call letter. Based on the serial they have given, they have divided the number. Okay. So then in our panel we were having 2 members. Okay, and they just displayed our the GE PI exercise scenario for us in the tool, in the PowerPoint, and they said that we have 20 minutes to discuss the scenario and discuss the study, and within that we have to write our own points also, we need to think and we need to discuss also.
Okay.
And before 2 minutes they have just said, okay, you have just 2 minutes to complete it, and the moment 20 minutes done, they will straight away say, okay, your 20 minutes done and we need to wrap it up. So no extra time is given to us, even if so. That's what the main thing people need to control. That.
So then, how did you interact with each other? I mean, was there anyone who took the lead? Okay, fine, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. How was the overall?
That one guy was there. He took the lead. That okay, we got the problem, the solution. Then first he put his point. Whatever. That guy was totally in operations background only. Okay. So he know the exact tools and charts. How we can deal with such scenarios and what the problems are. Then second point was me. And I put that the basic point of what are the small ventures they face, the customer base they face the problem. Sometimes the small ventures didn't get the exact customer base. So I put that digital marketing is one of the platform where we can use to get the customer base for them. Then more person they said that okay, we can give them the support from an app. For example, Zomato, lot of the small restaurants and everything, the ventures, they used to sell their food and good food actually, from the Zomato app. So that's one more solution we get from.
So basically, we can use technology to reach out to the customers.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And another was, the use of the AI tools and the models which we can use to find the customer interest, right? आपको पता होगा आप जो प्रोडक्ट ऑनलाइन ई कॉमर्स जब आप सर्च करते हो तो आप कहीं भी और खोलो तो वही प्रोडक्ट आपको मिलेगा. AI model जो इन्होंने लगाया वो हम small ventures के लिए भी दे सकते हैं. We can use for the AI ventures also.
So this is about GE, right? Group exercise.
You
have to do
group
that
exercise.
complete. So how was the conclusion? Who draw the conclusion?
No, actually, the moment we were about to draw the conclusion, the time goes.
Acha, okay.
But we have jot down all our points. So we have like 3 to 4 points, like customer base, starting, and the industry expertise. One of the problem was the industry expertise. Small ventures, they usually
so were you asked to submit those points, upload the screenshot?
No,
nothing.
Actually, no, nothing. They just said you have to conclude, you have to come up with the solutions. Okay. The problem is we were not able to come up with the definite, means all the conclusion part. We were discussing the problems, we were giving the solutions. The moment we reach to a conclusion, the time got up.
So I think in such scenario, just one thing that is coming to my mind when I'm preparing students for this, what you can do is, in case, of course, it's always good to start, but at the same time, you can always keep a track of time, and you can make sure that you guide your team members towards the end, especially when 3 minutes are left.
Correct.
You can actually keep a track of time, and that's where you can grab all the limelight. You can immediately ask all your team members, okay, fine, now we have got sufficient points and our time is getting over, so let me take the opportunity to conclude this thing. So this is how you can also catch the limelight, and you can just showcase that you were keeping the track of time.
That's what the main point which we lost. Definitely the student should keep track of that time also. Even they will tell you that 2 minutes left only. So that 2 minutes which they can definitely, one of them can come up, even can conclude the GE. And remember, it's not GD, it's a GE. So we need to keep the full track of the group. That was the main point we left. But the one thing which happened with our group is everyone was able to give the chance to speak their point, and it was not a hustle bustle.
Okay, there was no fish market. Right.
Yeah, smooth, completely smooth, like a proper, a market MD was sitting there.
Okay.
So that was a great point for
right. Yeah. Now, before we go ahead to the interview part, Divyansh will share his interview experience. I just want to tell to all my viewers that make sure that you have subscribed to our channel, and do not forget to like this particular video, and please share it with your friends also. And we are conducting daily live sessions on our channel, Unacademy CAT. So if you are preparing for CAT 2021 or 22, definitely you can learn with us with our daily live sessions. In fact, you can also download Unacademy Learning app from Play Store or App Store, and you can also attend our free sessions over there. Do not forget to use my code CHAR10 when you download it for the first time, so that you can access all my sessions. You can also go for our structured batches through our Plus subscription. Right. So Divyansh, once again, coming back to the interview part now, you have nicely elaborated on the GE part, and I'm sure the viewers would get full idea now what they need to be careful about. So how was the interview? Did it start with the same first question, tell me something about yourself, or it was completely different?
No. The panel was, first of all, it was very good. The panel, they were very casual, no formality, nothing. They were taking it was all work from home exercise only, what I was seeing from my point of view. And they were very casual. So starting was the same, like traditional starting only, which SIOM usually does, tell me about yourself. So I just tell them about my background, my work profile, my background, from where I come from, currently where I'm residing, and about my family member. And after that then they asked me why I want to do an operation management. Now it was not like by MBA, it was like by operation management only.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that case, the students can definitely tell them the examples of the real world problem which they must have seen in their, if you are an experienced guy, I'm not sure about the fresher, but the experienced person definitely, whatever the real problem they must have faced in their organizations. Related to the operation part, they can definitely give an example of that. But I gave my example of my company, which when they have outsourced one of the projects, and the way they were, the infrastructure setting up, the network setting, and the firewalls, it was a huge task for them because they were doing it first time. And secondly, it was not efficient because it huge loss for the productivity happens for the company.
Okay.
Because time was getting a lot of time but getting wasted.
So I think because of your work experience, you had some idea about how the operations are even in the IT companies, not necessarily a manufacturing company, but even in IT companies. So you can nicely relate that you are from IT background,
definitely.
And you understand the role of operations in the IT company, right?
Yeah, correct.
That worked well for you.
Simply getting the answer from Google is a different way, but if you can relate with an example, that too from your real life, definitely will give an edge to
nice
you.
Point. Correct.
My point.
Okay, there is one question that is coming from a viewer. How many people were there in the panel, in the interview?
Two panel.
So were they both live together, or at a time they were switching between them? So you could see both the panel members, right?
I was able to see both the panel members, and the second, it was like a pattern race. One guy was asking his question, So that guy was asking me first of all why MBA, and the second was why operation management. And then the third question, this guy asked me that what will or why operation management will help you to achieve your career goals. So I just asked him that my current position in my team, which was a huge team, 10 to 12 years and experienced persons. So the skills which I'm seeing that I'm having, I was not able to showcase him with such a huge team. So I asked him that to give me a leap in the corporate leader in the future and to get the minute details and notes related to the operation management will definitely help me to give me the edge. And and the secondly, I said that in the future, if I'm having my business, which currently I am not having the plan, but definitely in the future, if I know the operations very well, so at least this part of the company will be secure for me. I don't have to start from the scratch. I will definitely be able to have a good edge from the others. And after that, the second person asked me what are the skills you required, for that to be a good operation manager. So in that, I just told him that the first skill should be the analytical skills, which I told him. You must be able to analyze the current scenario of the business, the market business and the company scenario. What are the resource optimization, first of all. Again, I gave one more example of my company, Verizon only, where human resource also part of IT operation. And they were not able to manage their human resource because the underperforming resources also they were keeping it on for the many years. Being a top company, definitely even the small companies also they try to keep up their resources up to the market, but Verizon was not having that thing. And suddenly they put a bombard on the thousands of employees, which I felt it was like not an effect. Though they made it in a very professional manner, but again it was not as effective because if prior to that only they will be leading with the business, definitely a lot of employees would have been upgraded themselves. That was a huge setback which I have seen in the very first year of my employer.
But yeah, Divyansh, I mean, just to ask you one thing, this particular experience that you are sharing, don't you think that it's more of an HR role rather than an operations manager role, or did you relate both, or do you see the correlation between both?
Actually, the way they were handling, the operation part, not what I have known that they will handle the infrastructure also, but definitely the resource and the company optimization also they will do, right? And those optimization and resource part, human resource also comes in under that thing. They must have understood the model that even if you are using the resources, what I felt, you must have some underperforming resources and the overperforming resource also.
Correct.
Right? So that underperforming resources they were carrying a lot. So definitely it was part of that leader who should understand this problem, and he must have come with a solution earlier.
So you feel that's the role of that's one of the role of operations.
Yeah, that's one of the roles.
So what were the other questions asked? Was there any GK question in your interview? Did they ask anything about surroundings, current affairs, your city?
They just asked me that one example of the good operation management in India.
Acha.
So So because the way after the whatever the skills I'm telling about, the leadership skills or the the analytical skills, secondly the presentation skills. So on that only he asked me another that what is the good example of operations in India. So
operations example in the sense you are talking about operation the person or the company
leader. Leader. So So at that stage, I didn't remember I don't have idea of the top operation leader in India. But definitely to counter this question, I just gave him one example of the good operation management in India, which was Amazon Prime delivery. The way they have searched the different ways of delivery of the goods. Earlier, they used to have a traditional method like 7 to 8 days delivery. But then suddenly they have made this prime delivery, which used to give 1 day delivery only.
Good.
And definitely it has increased their shipment value also. 23 to 24% rise with this new idea also.
Which was a good, I think you could have also given the examples of airline industry, because role of an operation manager in airline industry is also very crucial. The way Indigo has turned around things, by observing the minute things.
Yeah, definitely. But at that time, whatever the example I was prepared, I just
absolutely.
Yeah. So instead of giving that, I don't know, I just put it in the example so that that person should feel okay. Guy knows at least something about the operation.
Any other question that you could recollect? Any other suggestion for the interviewers?
Yeah, if the person, if the person is from IT background, they will definitely come up with the question that why being an IT background, why being a CSE company,
you want to switch.
Why you want to come to operations? And personally, he gave me a very critical look on this thing. That you are from CSE background and you have to do in operation management. Why?
Right.
So that must be the very critical part for the aspirants. Whoever from the IT background, they must be prepared with this question.
Yeah. So if you are going to be the interviewee in the coming days, please be prepared with these questions, because interviewers are going to drill you on that. Right?
Yeah, definitely. If you are from
for that matter, even if you are a mechanical engineer, that doesn't give you the license to go for operations. You will have to justify what's your understanding to the operations.
Yeah,
so everyone needs to be well prepared about why they have chosen this specialization, because SIOM has specialized course. It's not like a general management program where you go through all the subjects and pick your specialization in the second year, right?
Yeah, correct. So, and definitely one more thing which aspirants should be prepared, that have they appeared for the other exams also, have they applied for the other colleges also. So definitely they want a comparison from the other college, and why you have chosen only SIOM.
SIOM, right.
So you must have the details of the websites also, that what are the companies they have tie up with the corporate companies, what are the projects they are giving, what are the other parts of their college. You must be aware of that part also, which I have just studied in the last night only. They have one event management curricular activity that is there, which is related to the operations only. They have different events which are helpful for the operation management only.
So I think all the colleges have some kind of tie-up, some kind of club, some kind of associations. So then you will always find some USPs which you need to be prepared with. So whenever you are asked this question by this college, you can actually mention that, right?
And you need to mention that in the interview only, so that they will be applied. They will be happy that okay, the person is interviewing for that college. They have some knowledge about the college also. That was one of the part which they were asking. And so these 5 to 7 questions which they have asked, and after that they just said to me, okay, all the best. You have they gave me the feedback. They said, okay, you have good exposure for the field, and it will be better for your future. And it was so the complete the 2 people. It was the pass and button. They were asking questions like that.
Right. Okay. So I think that's the holistic experience for all my viewers. I'm sure all of you would have understood how is going to be the GE PI at SIOM particularly. And in the coming days, we'll also come up with more such videos where we share the experiences of SIBM, SCM, HRD, SIIB and all. In case if you have appeared for this one of this college in GE and PI, then please come forward and do write me at on my Telegram ID RONAK_live. Once again, it's Ronak RONAK_live, and we will be happy to take you on live and share your experiences with all our other viewers, other aspirants. So that's it as far as this session is concerned. And once again, Divyansh, thanks for coming forward and sharing your experience.
Thanks a lot for giving me opportunity to share my experience.
Yeah, most welcome. Right. So everyone will keep coming up with more such videos. Till then, bye-bye and take care. Do not forget to like and share this particular video. Thank you. Thanks, Divyansh.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.